Channeling Mother Earth.
Of planet Pleiades.
On behalf of the Intergalactic Federation. Of the populated planets in the universe.
Planet Pleiades Akashic Record.
By Leah Adam.
Life in Pleiades. Mother Earth of Pleiades speaks.
The star Pleiades is big and surrounded by several small islands which are inhabited by few natives living near the water, quiet life, conservative and natural. Most of them don't come to the big modern star next to them, because they didn't develop transportation. In past ages the Pleiades had important place in the universe and in the intergalactic federations of the populated planets of the universe. The star resides then more in the center of the universe, which was small, and was a source of happiness. Humans who experienced in ancient eras many long incarnations on the Pleiades, which were then as a few hundreds years on Earth now, are related to the star in deep emotional bond and often incarnated in it again in this era. Over the ages the DNA of the Pleiades residents blocked to oblivion of their divine sources on Earth and descent to the third dimension frequency. As all the populated planets of the universe, people in the Pleiades became shorter and uglier. In all the populated planets of the universe the light frequency is higher than on Earth, resulting there are less diseases, easier elderly, death, and births. These forced Earth residents to create very advanced technology, not yet as in Sirius, and medical industry which is more advanced than in all the other stars. In ancient eras my residents had advanced knowledge of the universe laws, and experienced self-importance of gods and goddesses as on Earth. For many eons the residents of my lands were very happy, until the star descended to low frequency at the bottom of the universe and experienced great forgetfulness, like the other populated planets. Yet even in this age our residents have much energy and self-love thanks to their developed brain.
What can I do?
I, Mother Earth of the ancient Pleiades star, proud to be over many ages honored member in the Intergalactic Federation of the Planets of Peace organizations in the universe, because wars never occur on my lands. We never had wars thanks to the good nature and calm personality of the Pleiades people, and the angelic men who are gentle and don't have big muscular ego. The Pleiades stay in good place in the universe realms than planet Earth, therefore its energies are less dense, but we are still quiet far away from the center and heart of the universe. Time frequency is shorter in Pleiades than in Earth, still it is hard to create miracles by the mind power in the light frequency we have now as on Earth. Humanity needed to focus on the heart and emotional body development and empowered through illusionary lessons of oblivion. Therefore we have gained long ages of spiritual and emotional detachment from the divine, but human beings lost their faith in good and their right to be happy. Even in the high astral dimension in this age the light frequency to create matter by the mind and to have power over other people wakened, because people like to have control of each other in bad way. In this era human beings are not happy to incarnate on Pleiades star. The planet is small and underdeveloped like planet Earth, or Sirius in the past. The cities are small and life is boring, people are emotionally shallow. In this era my planet came closer to planet Earth, but it still resides in a few hundreds light years far away from your galaxy, more in the center of the universe. The residents of my lands are delicate and small in size. They have doll face look a little, because they are not developed in the emotional body. Their eyes especially bulging out, because they are curious who like to explore everything rationally. Men and women are quite alike. Both species are gentle and sensitive, feminine a little because of their angelic nature. In this age some of the Pleiades residents arrived from new universes and are not ready to hard duality lessons. Life expectancy in Pleiades was in past ages very long, could be even a few hundred years. Now it is short than on Earth. The light frequency in the planet create faster time than on Earth, and people live like 50 to 60 years on Earth, and have easy short aging. Death is easy and fast, and there are not so many diseases as on Earth. People die in young age because life in Pleiades are not easy and boring compared to Earth. My planet doesn't suffer from overpopulation density, therefore we experiencing peaceful era. The star has very pure energy with no pollution or advanced technology, no drugs or alcohol and cigarettes, no prostitution and strip clubs. We have a lot of rain and cold weather in many areas of our star, plenty of green beautiful nature with old houses of wood in the country. The Pleiades star have rich vegetation and natural food, no animals and pure energy. The islands are fertile and rich in rivers and lakes, minerals and rains. There are a few big cities in this age in Pleiades, no countries with borders on Earth, no nations, no government or many leaders in politics, no army, police, prisons, educational institutions to the rebellions, black people, races, religious, churches and Bibles. Most of our inhabitants are rational atheists who don't believe in the unknown and unseen, not aware of the karmic laws in the universe, and don't believe in God. Many of my residents are new soul angelic beings who are not yet ready for dramatic lessons as on Earth. They have peaceful nature, humbled, gentle, disciplined, diligent to study and work, and organized. They honor each other. They don't have big ego regardless that most of them are not old souls thanks to their angelic gentle nature. They are not so competitive and ambition to win each other, not deprivation as on planet Earth. Spiritual philosophy and art are not important for our residents. We don't have arrogant musical idols and actors. Pleiades residents are simple good people, compassionate and sensitive to human rights. Therefore in this age it is hard to have right to incarnate on the star. In the big cities, big cooperative groups of work organized and united in collective living which take care of all their needs. They built labor institutions, highly organizations of work and accommodation of professional belonging for families and single people. Women in Pleiades don't suffer from chauvinist men as on Earth, and became very educated and involved with the advanced medical science and biology in important jobs. There is no marriage institute in Pleiades. People live in families and are very conservative and stable in their relationships for many years, because they are not developed in the emotional body and not ready for many experiences with partners. In this age the youngest become like in all the universe free are sexually, but they are not defying the laws of the universe and their parents' roles as on Earth and Venus. I feel compassion for my residents because they don't enjoy their lives in high level. They are too busy study and work, and have no time for their family and joy. Yet, people in Pleiades are not enthusiastic about family life and many of them don't marry or have children. I am happy that most of the Pleiades residents in the big cities don't suffer from poverty. Only in the isolated areas of the big cities and in the island there is probity and hard life but not much population. In this era many of the Pleiades people ask to incarnate on planet Earth, but there are not enough places to incarnate on Earth which became very evolved in many ways in the last century. The Aquarius age that controls the universe now brings with it emotional lessons of love, because water expresses emotions. The Pleiades residents are known as being of mind and analytic left brain, like the residents of planet Sirius, where space exploration is very developing. People in my planet develop the medical science, human anatomy research, and especially the mineral and biology exploration. In this age in planet Earth the medical science and biological is more advanced than in the Pleiades in most fields. Over the ages my residents developed their mind through science which is very rational, over the right brain which is more creative and intuitive. The technology in the Pleiades is undeveloped, no modern aircraft and computers. Our inhibitors, as specialized people in the study of the rational level, try to solve their karmic and emotional problems with medical science, believing that the brain is the source of all emotional suffering, and the body is like a program computer. Young souls in this age who have not yet developed their souls in order to understand life at higher levels tend to it. We have no animals to be tested factor in researches like in planet Earth, that has evolved thanks to this experiments. Spirituality is not developed in the Pleiades like on Earth. Women in Pleiades are not so feminine, their emotional body is not developed, therefore their reproductive centers are not brutality as on Earth. They don't become pregnant fast and don't have many children also without contraception. Giving birth to children is easier than on Earth, due to higher light frequency than on Earth. In the past quiet, many women in the Pleiades couldn't have children and died because of it. Their men remained isolated and suffered greatly. Also many children died young in order not to remain orphans of mothers. There are big laboratories and hospital in the Pleiades. In this modern age in the universe, women in the Pleiades are more independent. They study in university and work. Women have high positions in universities as scientists or teachers. Some of them did experiments of developing methods of fertility test in tubes, but didn't succeed. They wanted to gain these children by invitation, and design accurately plan of the child before his creation, sometimes by selecting the sperm and the egg givers to the appropriate parents. The women scientists liked their freedom from pregnancy and giving painful births, regardless that in Pleiades and all the populated stars of the universe births is easier and fast than on Earth, thanks to lighter frequency of energy. In this era very sophisticated telescopes developed on my lands for the exploration of space. However, our physicists still have difficulty understanding what is happening in the universe. Our small sun is blocked to the powerful solar energy of love, therefore the planet suffers from cold weather conditions which is unbearable in many areas. Our weather temperature differences are not as big as in planet Earth. In recent ages Pleiades star shrunk from the cold weather, because our sun rays are quiet blocked and contracted. My land's residents developed advanced methods of curing severe pain by radioactive radiation that eliminates bacteria and varieties of parasites. In this age our scientists tried to develop methods for programmable the weather with no success. The scientists tried to influence the weather from distance using radioactive radiation on black holes in the sky, other beings, and also the lands of stars which they saw in their sophisticated microscopes. The radiation was not strong enough and the harmful energies that the Pleiades tried to eliminate from distance in this way slightly affected a little. I, Mother Earth of the Pleiades star, believe that my inhabitants have no right to intervene in creation occurrences in such a significant scale. The laws of the universe take care of the black holes that help the universe to fulfill their purposes with loyalty, and all other beings in the sky. The Pleiades scientists didn't understand the importance of the black hole's good mission for creation in other beings, which they saw in the sky from far distance. They thought that they only harmful parasites. In addition, our scientists tried without success to transmute the energies and accelerate the time frequencies, with their sophisticated laboratory instruments and more rational methods. Pleiades star serves as a transfer station between the lessons of the important populated planets, who have become tired of the harsh lessons of humanity and love in the inhabited planets of the universe, come for rest of short lifetime usually in the Pleiades in order to develop their brains and enjoy neat and organized life without major drama. The leaders support the scientists. Socialist regime is thoughtful and moral in the Pleiades. Minority humans on my lands which are undeveloped, abducted, and work in cleaning and diverse of scholars' services, gain fair and good living conditions, organized housing, free medical help, and free studies for their children. The employees of the states and big cooperative societies assisting all their employees at all levels, and conquered about adequate living conditions for everyone. In this age the spiritual awakening on Earth amazed all creation. Many channels on Earth channel the Pleiades people who ascended to high dimensions after death. and healers on Earth work in conjunction with the Pleiades star and Sirius. Sirius residents and some of the Pleiades people developed in high astral dimensions very sophisticated laboratories for healing human beings. They assist during sleep people from planet Earth through the healers who call them. It is important to be careful of these experiments in the astral plane during sleep, regardless that the Sirius and Pleiades healers want to help people on Earth, because they do dangerous experiments on people in rational systems. They developed appropriate methods to the astral dimensions, in order to assist cure diseases and succeed, but their systems are not always safe to people who come to the laboratories during sleep, in weak light body. Most of these laboratories exist in the 7th dimension, which its light frequency not high enough to create miracles by the mind power. The energetic body's healing of humans usually occur in higher astral dimensions in easier and refined methods through mind thoughts, by people who develop their power in very high dimensions.
For 7 days they make the sky look down upon them as they go their way. Sun is high up.
I, Mother Earth of planet Pleiades, amazed by Sirius star spacecrafts which widely spread throughout the universe. They visit our star, planet Earth, and other populated planets all around creation. The spacecraft's people try to learn from the Pleiades develop biology and medicine science. I hope that the light frequency between the populated stars of the universe will not resolve so people will be able to see the Sirius visitors. These might create civil brother wars between the inhabitants of the stars, as they are showing on the science fiction's movies on Earth. Serious scientists who visit us with their huge spaceships are disappointed from the scientific achievements level in the Pleiades and more enthusiastic about planet Earth. Due to its developed science technology, airplanes, huge ships, trains, mobile phones between continents, televisions and giant movie screens, sophisticated computers, and advanced medical science. All these are not developed in Pleiades and amaze many beings who come to visit planet Earth from many dimensions of creation and light body. On behalf of the Intergalactic Federation of the Populated Planets in the Universe, in which the Pleiades is member through many eons. My beloved sisters Earth Mothers. On behalf of our dear creators, and our dear and beloved Father Mother God, I, Mother Earth of the Pleiades star blessing you. Dear and beloved residents of planet Earth and beloved Gaia, thank you for the right to speak.